Very simply, life stage is the stage of growth that your dog is going through his life. So we break it down into its most simplest form, into puppy, adult and senior or retirement age. And then lifestyle is very much, as in humans, how our dogs live their lives. So that can be if they're an outdoor active working dog, if they're a more sedentary dog, perhaps prone to putting on weight, we need to cater for that in the nutrients that we provide and how we provide them. And additionally, if they have a sensitive digestive system, we might provide something in the diet to help them absorb their nutrients more effectively. Or if they have a coat or skin problem, we can also add ingredients like omega-3s or omega-6s to help that coat and skin and nourish it. How much you feed a dog will vary very much so in terms of their individual metabolism, their age, their lifestyle, their body condition score, how active and energetic they are. So every dog is different in a nutshell. The simplest way to go about feeding your dog is to look at the guidelines on the back of every packet of pet food. It will give you a range of grams to feed, but you'll need to consider that what end of the range you want to feed based on also your dog's physical body condition and whether they're in ideal shape or if they're a little bit overweight or a little underweight, and also how much energy they tend to burn in their daily activity through exercise or play, or if they're an outdoor working dog. Everything has to be sort of tied together to make an individual tweak for your dog. But the feeding guidelines and pack are a good place to start. Puppies are very different to adults because they've got an awful lot of growing up to do in a very short space of time. So they can require up to twice as many calories, for example, as an adult dog. And what they need all the calories and energy and nutrients for is to build all that muscle and bone and strong teeth and a good healthy digestive system. So puppy pet food is specifically formulated to cater for those changing needs and provide them with the nutrients that they need to develop those muscles and help them grow into happy, healthy adult dogs. Beta is a pet food range created by Purina, who are a company with over 80 years expertise in pet care and nutrition. So the Beta range is specifically formulated to cater for your dog's changing needs as he goes through his life. And so it's been formulated and specifically created by vets and nutritionists to cater for those changing needs and create the optimal balance of nutrients and energy to promote health and well-being and ultimately support him whatever his life stage or lifestyle. In general terms, the smaller dogs tend to be the more active dogs, and so they'll have short, sharp bursts of energy and require high calorie for that element of their lifestyle, along with a high protein requirement, versus some of the bigger mountain dog types who are quite endurance stamina dogs, so they'll need slow release energy to sustain them for a longer period of time. If your own lifestyle doesn't allow you to take your dog out so frequently as you'd like, or to play with them, be very, very wary of their body condition and their energy requirements. Because some dogs, and actually in fact some breeds, are also more prone to weight gain than others. So you need to make sure that you're performing really regular body condition score checks to make sure you keep them to what we call ideal body condition, where you can feel the ribs, you can see a little bit of a waistline when you look from above, and they've got a little bit of a tummy tuck when you look from underneath. That's ideal body condition. If your dog is prone to putting on weight and isn't quite that ideal hourglass shape, then what you might need to consider is feeding a food that's actually lower in calories. And in fact, there's also veterinary specific diets that will help your dog to lose weight if they have tipped over the edge into overweight or even obesity. The simplest way to ensure a happy, healthy life for you and your dog is to feed them the correct nutrition from when they're a puppy. Take them for long walks outside in the countryside, make sure they get plenty of exercise, play with them as much as you can. That will strengthen the bond that you both share and both of your enjoyment through life and will help you have a long, happy and adventurous life together. The Beta range is different because it actually contains a natural prebiotic called chicory across every pet food across the range. And so to explain that, we've all heard of good and bad bacteria in our guts. And effectively, a prebiotic is a food to feed the good bacteria and help them flourish over the bad. Whereas a probiotic, if you've heard of probiotics, are actually quantities of bacteria themselves. So they're a little harder to reach where we need them to reach in the immune system. So in Beta, we've actually added a natural form of food for all those good bacteria. It helps nourish them. And so when you've taken your prebiotic, which is formed in part of the diet, what you'll find, and the simplest way to describe it is the visible difference, I guess, on the outside. As a dog owner, quite often you're tasked with picking up stools. And so a good prebiotic in the diet will actually help that process a lot more easily. I guess the most important thing is to consider your own lifestyle and the reason why you're looking for a dog and how that's going to fit with the lifestyle that you lead. Dogs, it's an old saying, but they are for life, and they're incredibly rewarding companions for both you and from their point of view also. It's really important just to do your research before you go in. Always find someone reputable, or go to a shelter home where they're always well catered for and will come vaccinated, wormed. Quite often they'll be neutered when you receive them as well. But if they're not, then you need to bring them to your vet and have a good chat to your vet about how to take care of your puppy and make sure that you take them through all their life stages to enjoy their retirement years with them as well. Top nutritional tips would be to always feed your dog to their life stage or their lifestyle. Always ensure there's an abundant supply of fresh water freely available 24 hours a day. And if you ever notice your dog going off his or her food, or if you think might be fussy for whatever reason, or if they get a little bit of tummy upset, always go and take them straight to your vet to get them fully checked out and make sure there's no underlying medical condition there.